changed professionally, but I mean, it has been a wonderful journey.
Yeah, it's something that was born out of complete default, the company. We never knew that, yes, we'll end up surviving these 9 years in the first place. Let's put it that way. So it's been exciting, fun, a lot of self-belief and lots of learnings from both that worked and that didn't.
We didn't know whether it's going to click or not, but yeah, we always believed in content. So, and we still believe it. I mean, our last film also is based on content rather than star-driven. So we've always believed in that.
So essentially, I feel that the key to whatever projects that we picked up had to be the story, the script, and what we were wanting to say through that particular film. It was never because we were newcomers. We knew that we will not be having that advantage or the luxury of having a A-lister coming on a project and something like that. So, but yes, what we had control over and complete control over was the content. So again, practically, I would say that it was born out of the necessity to structure a project. We knew that if we had a good script, we could get a good cast excited by it. And chances are that if we've got a good script and a good cast, the film will pull through. How much and how, we had no idea about that. Not that we have any idea now also, I believe. I mean, we just chase the same thing in the same manner. A good script, try and put a good cast together and hope for the best. That's how we operate. Well, it's never one thing. To start with, it cannot be one simple thing or whatever. It has to be a combination of over 2.5 hours. We can't be talking about the same thing. Yes, of course, there has to be a one line or a spine to it and all of that. One core idea, of course. But then you've got to bring out other elements which sort of come together and be a 2.5 hour narrative. So, yeah, if I were to pinpoint that one thing, it has to be that particular dilemma. I would use the word for a lack of anything else. You chase a dilemma, whether it could be that characters or that nations or that protagonists or the writers. So you're basically chasing that dilemma and trying to structure out a good script, a good story out of it.
That's his department. So he does the research.
No, it's not just us. What the way we've worked so far is that when we have a script ready, which entails that little bit of research in the first place to put that story together and all, and then once the script is ready, hand it over to Shital. The way he goes about is try to put a good HOD team together, the crew, and individually we believe that every crew head or the HOD for that matter, be it art, costume, production, camera, they all bring in their best to the table. And it's essentially about feeding off from what they bring and then collaborating, taking the good parts in, leaving the bad parts out, and that's how it's worked out. So it's been wonderful actually. Most of the people that we've worked with, and we've been blessed with the fact that we've worked with, so we've worked with the same people again and again, and provided the fit the bill, of course. Mr. Kher has been a part of almost everything that we've done. It's fun and a joy to work with him. We look up to him because every day is a learning curve from him. Even when he comes after these 9 years, he's got something new to, talk about, to teach and all that. So it's been great fun. And having said that, there's so much to learn from every individual that we've worked with repeatedly, or the newcomers that we are working with now. There's something or the other to take if you want to take. And that's the way it works. I mean, if I agree to everything that he says or he agrees to everything I say, I don't think we would have covered 9 years, to be frank. The fact that he questions everything that I go about, and there's a discussion to it, and the fact that we keep on talking about certain things and the steps and the decisions that we take is the only route that can get us going. So, I mean, for me, that's what works. Yeah.
It's very simple. You get a casting director. He does the auditions and then he decides whether
It's an open forum.
And I mean, we try and justify the characters. And, it's not that if we know somebody, like you said, it's not that Anupam ji is being repeated because he's a friend, but he fits the bill. The characters that he's done in all our films, he's justified it. I think we're still outsiders, so we didn't think too much about the industry. We still don't think too much about how the industry operates. We operate in our own space. That's how we like it.
Well, it's a place of work for us, is how I'd like to put it. And you turn up on the day, do your job. We are not very social people, so to speak, and that takes care of about 90% of our problems. You don't have to explain yourself too much. You don't have to turn up like this person or that, whatever. So we are happy doing what we do. Like I said, it's extremely critical that you respect the work of the place of work and respect the profession that you are in. We keep learning, working hard, and try and get things going regularly. And it's kept very simple actually. It depends on the individual, frankly speaking. There are some people who need instructions. There are some who don't need too many instructions. So it depends on the talent that you're working with on that particular day. And even that talent can be sporadic, can be a different person on some other day. So it's a part of man management, I feel, and what they bring to the table, what they bring to the set on that particular day. And then you negotiate your way. It's simple work actually. I don't know why people make so big weather out of it. That yes, it's a simple job that you're supposed to do. It's not that there's world pressure on you and all of that nonsense. There is a script in place, and provided your team knows what they're supposed to do, it's practically very simple. We are right now going for the last sked. Right now, after this interview, we'll be heading for the airport, and we are leaving for the last schedule. So we'll be wrapping up work on the film in September. We're looking at the Jan 26 release, and it's about a mentor protege, as mentioned in the press earlier. Siddharth, Manoj. We've got a terrific ensemble. Nasir Bhai comes back. Mr. Kher is there again, and then we've got Pramod Mishra, Rakul is there in the film, Pooja Chopra is there, and a whole bunch of exciting actors. So it's a terrific ensemble, by far the biggest, I presume. Yeah.